All right, so can Surridge please be added to the MLS All-Star roster now? What's up, everybody? Team Fanatic here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and welcome to another post-game reaction. In this one, I am continuing my coverage of my boys of gold, Nashville SC, and for the 12th straight match, I cannot overstate how monumental that is, how huge that it is to say that. For the 12th straight match, we are unbeaten, we get points, and the cherry on top of this one is that it's a win. Nashville SC beat the New England Revolution. We win 3-2. Lots to talk about here, but before I dive into this match, fans, I do want to let you all know that the newest episode of Gridiron Chat is out right now. It has been a while since the last one. Me and Steven, we were busy, but we made sure to come back. We talked a lot. We talked how with Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers, how good is that team? We also addressed John Cena's little pipe bomb on SmackDown, and Steven also gave his take on the Cincinnati Bengals, on his Bengals, and just everything that's been going on with them, with Hendrickson and Shemar Stewart during this offseason. What's going on with your Bengals? And I'm not, bro, look, I'm not picking on you.
Yeah, I just stabbed me hard.
What's happening? Trey Hendrickson's not getting signed. Your rookie,
all right.
Shemar Stewart.
All right, this is what needs to happen.
What's going on?
Since Shemar doesn't want to sign, release him.
Okay.
We made a pick for nothing.
Basically.
Because he's too entitled.
You know what I found out?
Like, dude, if I was him, I would have done signed that contract. I would have done got the money.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been thankful.
Yeah, you're drafted first round into the NFL.
I would have been blessed. I would have been pay off all my debts and, help my mom out and everything.
Absolutely.
How could you not want to do that?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I really don't.
You know something that I heard was funny? If he doesn't sign, he can go back in the draft for next year.
That's...
Won't that be like the first time? You can get him again. If you want to check out the episode, links are in the description. You can watch it here on YouTube, on Spotify Podcasters, and Player FM. Links are in the description. But stay right here first, because again, we got a banger to talk about, as Seamus would say, because coming into this match, this is against the Revs. Now, I know this might sound a little weird, but for quite some time, the Revs have been a thorn in my side, and they have been a thorn in Nashville SC's side. So breaking this down, a little bit of history going here, as the Thunder is in the background. Sorry about that. So the Revs beat us in the Leagues Cup in the group stage the last time we were in that tournament. I remember they beat me and my dad. Like, we were in Nashville SC. We were at Geodis Park watching a match against the Revs, and they beat us. I think Hani, he missed like 2 penalty kicks. Darn it! And we did have the chance to beat them on opening day. Couldn't get that done. But all that is in the past. It's in the past. It is behind us. We are a much better club than we were back then. And again, with us winning 11 straight coming into this one, with us turning up the heat in our game, and also the heat itself in this match being turned up to an absolute 11. I know, the thunder out there, if you can hear it, it is storming. I'm praying that the power does not go out, because that would bum me out. But yeah, with all that going on, I thought this was the time for us to finally check off that Revs win here. So, in the first half, after New England basically played keep away for the first 5 minutes, honestly, I don't blame them, because we've been on fire. We do get our chances in. 7th minute surge. Nice pass to Perez. He tries to get it to Hani, but just a little too much mustard on it. Hani can't take that ball. He can't score on that. So great. Actually, you know what? It was like an easy save for an sec. Excuse me. Then 12th minute. Great ball by Lovitz to Will. And Alex, he was trying to get to it, but he gets ran over by Beeson, which that was a common theme. Let's address that. That was a common theme to start this match, was Alex Muyl getting absolutely hacked. And it wasn't just Beeson either. Like Feingold and Ceballos, they also got away. with some calls that should have been fouls, should have been yellow cards. Apparently those guys think that just because we're in the Patriots Stadium means we're playing American football. No, we're playing soccer. Now, even though that like we didn't score on these chances, it was still nice to see us get some opportunities early. So I was confident that we were going to see a goal. I just didn't think it would come from New England. 15th minute, deep ball by Gill to Chancalay. Splits our defense, and he scores his second MLS goal. Okay, guys, look, I know that we won, and I get that Zim's off. He's off playing for our Stars and Stripes. But, guys, we can't let this happen. Clearly, there was a miscommunication between our center backs, Palacios and Applewhite. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if Applewhite was just late. That's what it looked like on the tape. It just looks like he was late. They weren't expecting that pass. Gill, guys, look, I think many people forget that Hani, he won the MLS MVP. And I think maybe even more people forget that Gill won it the year prior to Hani winning. So, Gill, he's still a great player. He can make balls like these. So, yeah, that's a lesson for Applewhite. I know he's young, he will grow, and he will learn. Well, now's that time. Now he's got something to go on the tape and be like, okay, we can't do that again. Do not do that again. Okay. And so for me, we come back in matches before. We've done it a lot. It's a big reason why we are in the spot where we are now. Again, 11 straight. Now it's 12, unbeaten. Because we know how to come back. We know how to respond. And as backwards as this sounds, even though that the Revs scored, that goal turned into momentum for us. And it did take some time for us to level this match up. But in stoppage time, just before the first half ends, Perez with a perfect ball to Sam Sturridge, and he heads this ball in. The match is level as the Revs mascot. If you saw that replay, he puts his head into his hands, which I found out his name was Slide, and he's a fox, which that's what New England is known for, foxes. He puts his head into his hands, and I'm sure the Revs fans, all 20 of them who are at this match, they did the same thing as well as we head into halftime. So we have the momentum. In the second half, it was a rough start for us, which let me go ahead and be clear about one thing. This is not in the game plan. BJ Callahan, I guarantee, he never writes down the game plan being, okay, guys, we're going to concede the first goal, and then we're going to come back. No! Before that goal by Chancalay, we were dominating. We were having chances here. That was just a lucky ball, honestly. That's all that was. My point is this. Even though that we come back, our game plan is not, we are going to be down. No. Some teams, they just get lucky balls. That's just the name of the game. And clearly in the second half to start, this was not the game plan for us. 48th minute, Tech said he does commit a foul on Gill, which that was his 8th, which means he will not be playing in the DC match on Saturday, which that could be, potentially troubling, especially in the midfield. But we'll talk about that match later. 49th minute, it gets even worse. Revs with a free kick, and they score. Gill with the delivery, and then Ceballos with the perfect header in. Revs, once again, they score a goal. They have a lead. But again, that momentum goes to us. The Revs goal turns into momentum for us. I loved it. So, 51st minute, we have a set piece. Hani with the delivery. And Lovitz, he heads this ball. It was going in there for Sturridge, and he taps it in. This was actually kind of confusing for me because on my phone, when I was looking at the scores, it said, I said that Sam Sturridge got it. On the broadcast, it said that Lovitz got it. Look, either way, whoever got it, big time goal right here. Now, there was some conversation, there was some chatter about this goal by you know what? Like, we'll just give it to Sam. Like we'll just give it to him. But there was some chatter about Sam being in an offside position. Now, here's what I will say. Could it have been overturned? Yeah. There was certainly a case for this goal to be overturned, but I don't think there was anything definitive about it. That's why the initial call was huge. I mean, obviously, like, it was a goal, but the initial call was a good goal. If it wasn't, could this goal have counted? I don't know. But what I do know is this. Looking at the replay, look, that ball was already going in prior to Sam touching it. That was just a tip-in by Surridge. That's all that was, just breaking it down. So the ball was going in, like, either way. So Surridge's touch, that's not going to affect if that ball is going in or not. It was going in. It was going in clearly. So, Sam Surridge, plus give him the props, man. Give it to him. Another brace for Sam Surridge. And with this goal, Sam, he is now in front for the race for the Golden Boot, which is huge. And you know what? He is not done yet. 54th minute. Fofana, he fouls Hani Mukhtar. An obvious PK right here. So Hani and Fofana, they butt heads. Literally, like, they were, like, going at it. My mom was watching this match with me. And she, she doesn't like sports. Like, she's not the biggest fan of them. And she also doesn't like fighting in sports. So when Hani and Fofana were kind of going at it, she was like, oh my gosh, the fighting. Come on, guys. And plus she's had to deal with us watching, like, a hockey a lot as well. I was wanting them to, I was going to say drop the gloves, but I don't know. Just start throwing hands. I don't know. Like, that's just, I just like it. I just like it when they're passionate, about the game. I guess that's just the best way to put it. And Fofana, dude, why are you trying to mess with my boy Hani? What are you doing that for? You know what? That's on you, dude, because Surridge, he makes you pay for it by scoring on the PK. We take the lead back. It is now 3-2. Now, we've been in spots like this before where we have a goal. We have momentum. We have a lead. We have to close, though. I think that's one of the final pieces to this Nashville SC puzzle. The puzzle that's going to take us to the MLS Cup is that ability to close out a match. Hani said it in the press conference. He said that, look, we can't just sit back on a lead. Now, that was the way of our old coaches. I won't mention their names. But that was the ways of the past. BJ Callahan, how he's designed our system is that it's like some Jacob Fatu stuff. All gas, no brakes. So I didn't want us to sit back. Like, I wanted us to just keep being aggressive. Try to get that fourth goal and put this match away. Now, we didn't get that fourth goal. I was still impressed, though, with how we were able to just still have great opportunities in stoppage time against a Revs team and defense that is one of the best in the MLS. I know in terms of the standings, it might be a little perplexing to some that the Revs have one of the best defenses in the league. But breaking it down like this match was only the third time this year that the Revs have conceded 3 goals. So that their defense, that their back line are playing great. It's their attacking. That's what has caused them to lose here. And again, this was a close game. Sorry, this was a close match in terms of the score. But if I'm just looking if we're going player by player, right? Rooney was almost non-existent in this match. I don't think, what did he do? What did he do? And, Chanclay, besides the goal that he got, again, that was a lucky pass. Gill is just that good. But besides that goal, Chanclay didn't get, a lot of touches, especially in the first half. So, those 2 goals that the Revs got, those are just lucky goals. And that's part of the game. But this was our match. We owned it for 90 minutes. And it showed right here in the final score. Once again, Nashville, we win 3-2, 12 straight unbeaten. 12 straight. I know there's a lot of great teams in this league. I know that currently right now in the standings I think we're in third place behind Cincinnati by 1 point, darn it, and the Union. And like those teams are great. Teams in the West are great. You know, like Vancouver, San Diego. All those teams are great. There's great teams in the league. But I would argue that there has been no club has been more consistent than us in terms of getting points. 12 straight. Unbeaten. And there were some tough matches in there too. I mean, there were times where we had to come back. I mean, matches against like Charlotte and the Crew, you know, and like here against the Revs, a very solid defensive club who can score. Some goals luckier than others, but a club that is certainly capable. Actually, no, not really. No. Point is that 12 straight unbeaten against some of the best teams in this entire league. That's huge for us, and that makes me, and it should make Nashville fans feel so good heading into the playoffs, which we will make. Everybody is thriving right now. Everyone is playing great. Again, Sam Surridge, clearly, it's been clear BJ Callahan, he put in this special spice for Sam Surridge to thrive. He is now in front for the race for the Golden Boot. Should be a very great race. And, you know, I would love it if Sam won. And not just, you know what, like besides Sam, so some of our newer signings, Nahar and Tag Seth have also been playing great in the midfield. Now, Tag Seth, here's what I will say about him. He did get a little bit of a humbling in this match by Gil. I think Gil, he did frustrate him at times because Gil, he's so good in terms of just changing his pace. So Tag Seth, he really had to keep up with him. But still, like that's, you know what, he's still learning. That was a good test for Tag Seth. You know, iron sharpens iron, that kind of thing. But also, some of our older players, you know, some of the guys that have been here since the very start have also been thriving under BJ's regime right here. I think Will and Lovitz, they've been doing a great job in getting more involved in these scoring plays. And of course, you know, still have two-time Defender of the Year, Walker Zimmerman, as well as former MLS MVP Hani Mukhtar, my boy. So, like, we are primed up right now. Like, I mean, you know what? Like, I'm feeling like going like all in on this group. I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, how don't you go all in on this group, man? We are thriving. We are playing great, and so you know what, boys? Let's just keep let's just keep it up. Excuse me. Against DC on Saturday. But fans, that is going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army. And honey, salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day. Go, boys, and go!